What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dreaded Don here, back again delivering you guys my experience with World of Warcraft. Man, I've just been addicted. I've been absolutely addicted to this game for the past almost the whole entire month of just taking up my time, man. Like, I didn't really hop right into it when Classic Anniversary got announced, which, since it's like a third rendition of the classic version of the game. Long story short, I didn't hop initially right into it, but I did hop into it at the tail end of it once I heard that TBC was going to be coming out and they're going to be doing that expansion. I immediately hopped into it and started leveling it, a little lock, like I've been saying. I originally hopped into it just mainly because, man, I never got the chance to play WoW when I was younger. That's essentially what we're about to get into. I'm just about to gush and talk about how much I enjoyed playing WoW, the fact that I get to enjoy all the things, the sense of progression, the exploration, the sense of adventure, getting guildies, dungeon progression, eventually, signing up to try to plan to do some raids, the sense of grabbing, going to a new land or a new world in the expansion, just learning the lore. Everything that WoW has to get into, man, has just, it's enraptured me entirely. And it's everything that I wanted to get into as a kid, and essentially that's all I'm going to talk about. That's all I'm talking about today, is just about how much I enjoyed it. We're going to go through like what I didn't get to do as a kid, my sense of progression I've been enjoying, the dungeons, man. Let's just get into it, right? Let's just get on into it. First off, man, I just want to talk about, as I said, man, I always wanted to play WoW as a kid. And, when it first came out, when it originally came out, I believe it was like early 2000s. I'm not exactly sure. I think it was like 2004, 2003. I didn't get the chance to play. Like, I didn't have a PC myself. And the only chance that I actually had a chance to go out and play WoW was I went across the street to my neighbor's place and he had WoW. And I was like, man, can I stay tonight? And I stay up all night. So like, I would be on his computer all night, and they had a computer in the living room. So it's like, dude, you got this little black kid sitting at the living room all night, just playing WoW till 6 a.m. and the family comes out to eat breakfast. I'm like, I was addicted back then, right? And then, I kind of fell off it, as I got older. I progressed towards the consoles, obviously, because getting a console back then was a little easier than getting a PC. Buying PCs, you had to know how to build them, or you had to know how you could just have the money to buy them. I didn't have the chance to do either, man. And the fact that I was able to, still get in contact with WoW, like I had a friend whose uncle had, WoW was my cousin, really. My cousin's uncle had a fucking WoW on his laptop, and I was like, man, I'll play a little bit there. But again, it was never my own account, and so the fact that I never had my own account to really play, I never really got the full sense of progression, right? And it wasn't all the way until Vanilla, the WoW re-release of Classic, man, when back in, I believe it was 2017, 18, right before COVID, if I'm correct. Right around that time, man, I was like, I had just built my PC, started playing a little bit of WoW, started playing some SOTAR, because I didn't have the funds. I built my PC, so I was broke, didn't have the funds to actually play any WoW. So I was like, I'll play SOTAR for free, right? And at the time, I had before this, I'd already spent all my time on ESO because I was such a heavy console player, right? And so I really was craving an MMO for such a long time, and then finally being able to dive into WoW. And when I played Classic, I was like, okay, this is the jammer. I'm enjoying myself, right? But I was kind of like around the age of like early, like right after college, early 20s. I was like, okay, well, I want to spend a lot of time socializing. I'm going out, hanging out with friends. I'm going to bars, I'm drinking. It wasn't supposed to be as COVID, but yeah, I didn't give a fuck, right? Anyways, point being is that's what I was doing. So I didn't really spend too much time playing MMOs. I played a lot more, FPSs and, just like short action games, co-op games, like For Honor, a little bit of Call of Duty every now and then, a little something to have some good times with some, just some social aspects, right? So I didn't have the time to hop into an MMO. And then this time around, they had WoW, World of Warcraft Hardcore, and I tried to play Hardcore, got all the way up to level 40, got killed, and I was like, yeah, my time is wasted, man. My time is wasted. Like, what am I gonna do? But I transferred them over to Anniversary, and I didn't really like playing Horse. So I was like, I'm just gonna start all the way over. I'm gonna start over completely. And when I started over, I was like, I'm not feeling the game. I'm not hooked like I want to be hooked, right? And then a couple months passed, little time passed, and they're like, hey, we're gonna be dropping TBC, which is the Burning Crusade. And I was like, okay, well, I remember I played a little bit of Classic and when I was in my younger days, and that was really fun. And every time I tried to hop into it, I really didn't get the chance to really get hooked like I wanted to, because I had other things in life going on, right? And when they announced TBC, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna just get hooked. Like I've been searching for a MMO to play. New World getting shut down kind of broke my soul. ESO, I loved ESO, but I started falling off of that just because there's so much that I didn't enjoy about the sets that you could get and the combat and PvP, just stuff with ESO I didn't like in and of itself. But I've been thinking about going back just because, you know, I'm mental. Anyways, point being is that diving into seeing that they were getting the re-release of TBC for WoW, I was like, you know what? Let me just give it my time. I never played. I really love the lore of WoW, and I want to go and play the Burning Crusade. So I hopped in, man, and I leveled all the way up to about 50. I think it was like 58, 59, right before the expansion drop. And then the expansion drop, I hella slow level. I'm not even 70 yet, man. Slow leveled, and I'm like, you know, wanted to level through all of the other high level zones, like 58 to 57. So I went to like Eastern Plaguelands, Western Plaguelands, Winter Springs, hang out in like Fell Woods for a little bit. So I never got the chance to enjoy the exploration part of WoW. So I went and did that before the expansion came out, and then spent a little bit more time doing that while the expansion was out. So I was a little bit behind the grind, but man, the fact that I am now in TBC is oh man, it's been such an enjoying journey to be able to, I don't know, experience Outland as a whole, learn the lore as a whole, understand how the gear in the game really kind of expanded with TBC. I can understand why some people say that TBC is a little bit more like Classic Plus, right? Just because of how it opens up the game. Like your gear gets extremely better. You know, the different types of talents, the expansion of the talents, you get 10 more talent points to put into different areas, and they change the trees up a little bit. It's good. Like now, and then on top of that, the sense of progression that WoW gives you when you're playing the game, it's not one I've had in almost any other MMO. New World gave me that a little bit, but it felt too grindy without the sense of reward. Whereas WoW, if you just choose to just grind dungeons until your max level, and then you go out and try to get your best gear, you're gonna, I don't know. I feel like I can completely understand how people have burnout from that. But I'm just questing through and through. I'm using 60, I think it's 60 WoW is the website I use right now. I'm just set my progression every time I, get to a new zone. Okay, what are the best items for me using this zone? What's the best overland set that I can just gather from all the quests? Okay, and then once I finish all the quests, what can I do? What's the best gear I can get from the dungeon? Okay, that's all the best gear I can get from the dungeon. When I'm gonna run dungeons as soon as I get all the best gear from the overlands. After that, then I'll go get all the best gear I can get from the raids, But that's one of, again, getting to this topic, because I've never even ran raids at any point in my time during WoW, and I'm getting, I'm talking to some of my guildies, getting more involved in my guild, and starting to see when the raid times are. I'm like, okay, like where can I fit it in? Where I got work off this day. Let me see if I can get this on a raid time. And man, let me tell you, like this transition from the progression right into the social aspect of WoW. Like it's not always as social as it was. I remember when I played back in my younger days, but the fact that people are still looking up, okay, how do we get this dungeon done? Sometimes they are little dickheads, and they're like, you don't know how to do this dungeon, or you don't have the best gear. It's like, man, get out of my face. I'm just trying to enjoy the game. There's a lot of people, honestly, that are still playing the game. They're just enjoying it for what it is, man. And the fact that we still have a lot of people on the game enjoying it for what it is, and this classic anniversary is, man, it's great. It's great. I've just been enjoying. All I really wanted to say is I'm probably yapping on too long. I just really want to say I've been enjoying the hell out of WoW. It's where I've been at for the past 2 weeks, man. I'm probably gonna still be here. I'm about 66 now. I just made it to Zangar Marsh, and I'm finished up the Zangar Marsh, head over to Terracore Forest, then head over to the Mountain Blade, and then Shadow Moon Valley, and then Netherstorm. But essentially, I plan on questing all of Outland. After I finish questing all Outlands, then we're gonna run some dungeons hard, then hopefully grind up to Reputation, get to Heroics, get that done, get some sick gear, and hopefully get some raids. I do really want a PvP. That's the main reason why I really drawn it back to WoW, is because I want a PvP. People say the PvP in WoW was a little too difficult, and after playing PvP in New World and Throne of Liberty and ESO, I'm like, okay, let's see what WoW has to offer, right? Let's check it out. Anyways, my guys, man, I could talk for 20 to 30 minutes, but I'm not trying to talk you guys' ear off about this. I really just wanted to hop on and be like, hey man, I'm enjoying myself. I am enjoying the hell out of WoW. It's such a good time. It's giving me the lunch, the dinner, and the breakfast that I've been waiting to chew on when it comes to gaming. Because otherwise, I'll munch through games too damn fast, man. I just finish a game, finish grinding it out in like a week, sometimes a month. And this has been sustaining me for a month, and I can already see myself playing. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna continue playing this for probably, you know, another month, 2 months on end, all the way until I get to start raid logging. And once I start raid logging, I'm like, I might try Season Discovery. I might, you know, hop to, you know, Mop, Mr. Pandoria. You know, I might even just play a little bit of Reach. I don't know. Anyway, my friends, I just wanted to hop on and tell you guys how much I've been enjoying WoW. Like I've been saying, man, if you've been enjoying WoW, if you're new to WoW, if you've been enjoying any MMOs, you've been enjoying any games, of course, let me know down below. Leave a comment if you've been enjoying the video, and of course, sub for more info. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys on the horizon. Deuces.